There's an ice box where my heart used to be. I'm so cold, I'm so cold.
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
I know I did my thing down on earth. I did the damn thing. I know I did my thing when I was on earth.
Welcome to New Earth. Congratulations on graduating from the Matrix.
Greetings, beautiful souls of the world. Zena Electra, I am here. Yeah, sharing these good vibes of you. Y'all, today we have a very unique topic that we're going to talk about, okay? Stay with me now. We're talking about being emotionally constipated. Have you experienced emotional constipation? We're going to talk about what that is and what it is. We're going to talk about what that is right here, right today, right motherfucking now. But first, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zena Electra, Soul Evolutionary Guide. I'm also a quantum healer specializing in past life regressions. All right. So, moving on to today's topic, I just posted a video talking about how your tears are silent prayers. And within that video, I mentioned a point in time in life where I was emotionally constipated. So because of that, I'm like, let me go ahead and just knock out this video on what exactly it means to be emotionally constipated and how to get through that and all this and that. So I'm doing back-to-back videos just because. Okay? So, what is constipation? Constipation is the inability to move bowels. It's being stuck. Usually dry. Usually it's stuck because it's dry, not hydrated enough, not drinking enough water. But being stuck. So to be emotionally constipated means your emotions are stuck inside of you. I went a period of 4 years without shedding one tear. A period of 4 years. And I'm going to share my story with you guys right now. So this was maybe 2017. I found myself in a relationship that was looking like it was about to be more toxic than positive. And I absolutely love this person. I've talked about him in multiple videos. I thought he was my twin flame. And so I decided to be like, you know what? I'm just going to be quiet and just not bother him, because his father had also passed away, which had caused him to kind of turn nasty to not just me, but to everybody around him. He lost his best friend, so understandably so. So I decided to just, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone. At that point in time, I was feeling real good. I was focusing on my music. I was focused. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my body, running, jogging, doing all the things. And so, without really meaning to, I attracted somebody else who was very similar to the person I decided to be like, nah. When you are not healed from one relationship, you tend to attract the same or very similar energy. And so when I say this other person that I attracted they had the same car. The first one had a black car. The new person had a red car. Both Benzes. Both Benz 200 series, right? Same type of car, same style. What? They both had the little fro hawks. A few years ago, everybody had, the fro hawks, and they would be pointed in the back of the neck and the little curlies at the top. They both had fro hawks. They both had Benzes. They were both 6 foot something. The first one was taller. He was 6 foot. Oh, Lord, I love that. But they were both, very handsome, had their own, style, and they knew no stranger. Something about me, I'm a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius. I have very open energy. And so sometimes I like to, or people would just come up and talk to me and I'll engage in a conversation. Now, not so much because I am such an empath, but to me, it was a positive to be with somebody who knows no stranger. You can go up to the cashier and be like, hey, da 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 da. You just made that person's day better for just a little bit. for that little moment of time, make that person stay better by making them laugh or whatever. And so this person was that. They both were. They both were. And I loved it. And I still be attracting people like that. But so I had disclosed to this person, hey, I was just in a relationship with this type of guy. We were open in an open relationship. And I also have, 2 lovers in Chicago. And, so that's a poly thing. And then that's an open thing. And so that's what's going on over here. The poly thing came because my open relationship guy, he was just so off and on. So I'm going to busy myself somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can. Because I can. Responsibly, of course. And I learned at that point in time, just because you can be completely transparent with somebody, that doesn't mean that they will share that same level of transparency back with you. I learned that from this situation. And so he was like, okay, this shit, cool. We kicked it like we have always been together. It was like amazing. We laughed, we kicked it. He laughed at my ass because I'm funny, believe it or not. I'm funny in real life. And we got to a point one day, had a Facebook message, hey, are we dating the same guy? Well, I'm pregnant with his baby, this, and that. And I'm like, yo, how are you pregnant when he's with me every single day for hours? We kicking it. We're going on little adventures, you know what I'm saying? Like sneaking and freaking here and there. And it was just amazing. It was amazing. And I'm like, okay. And for me, it wasn't, I was at that point in time hurt with the baby thing. But it was more so the fact is like, yo, you lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not conventional. I wouldn't have been upset that you had somebody else. I just don't like being a dumb bitch in situations where people don't tell me stuff and then I end up looking like a dumb bitch when I don't have to. All you gotta do is fucking tell me. And it'll give me the option to be like, okay, cool. She cool? I'm cool. Or not. But to not tell me is disrespectful. I don't like that at all. And that's just me. You might feel different in your relationships about what's tolerable and what's not tolerable. Everybody's different. So let's enjoy each other's differences and not be judgmental. Okay? Okay. So, I shut down, y'all. I shut down. I closed my little heart chakra, locked it, and I threw away the key. Because that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings a whole lot. And it wasn't just him. My feelings were hurt from the person before him. And then him. And then just thinking about everything else in life that wasn't going on. So when you are emotionally constipated, you are restricting, meaning to or not, energetically restricting the flow from whatever energetic center that is being constipated, right? Energetically constipated. So for me, I had money. Money was flowing good at that time. I wasn't worried about nothing. My creative center was, I was creating, I was singing, playing my guitar every single fucking day. I felt good, confidence wise. I was snatched at that point in time. The only thing that just kept hurting was my heart chakra, my heart. So I closed it up. I locked it. I threw away the key. And for 4 years, did not shed one tear. And in this 4 years of not shedding a single tear, I went through depression. I actually started YouTube right after this situation on my first YouTube channel. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I would be like, hey, go check out my old videos. But I started talking in this manner, talking about depression and the positives to being depressed. If you want to hear about the positives of depression, leave a comment down below and be like, hey, yeah, like, what did you see on the other thing? Because now I can always add more to it because I've experienced more since then. So if you are experiencing an emotional constipation, it means you have shut down something because of a situation, lock the door, chew away the key. Why is this bad or not good? It's not good because we are supposed to flow. We are supposed to live. We are supposed to experience. We are supposed to dance, sing, love, laugh. We are supposed to experience emotions. And if you're emotionally constipated, that means a piece of you has, in a sense, died. It's stuck in a dungeon somewhere, locked away, and you owe it to yourself to be yourself. You owe it to yourself to be your full self. With my story, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I just pieced my little life. So, 4 years, what helped me? Honestly, YouTube helped me to break free of my emotional constipation. At this point in time, when I was emotionally constipated, at that point in time, I did LSD, I did shrooms, I did ecstasy. Like, I was just whatever was available. I did that shit. I did a whole lot. I've been delivered, y'all. I've been delivered from those things. But I'm very grateful to have tried those things when I did, because I feel like it was safer then. Now it's just fentanyl be everywhere and everything, and that's too much. Not interested. You deserve to be the best you. So YouTube helped me open my heart chakra. I started teaching and sharing things just like this video from personal experience. It started with depression, and then and then just kind of sharing things that I have noticed along my journey, my walk. By sharing on YouTube, it allowed me to soften my heart and for everything to melt. There's an ice box where my heart used to be. So cold, I'm so cold. Just like the Winter Warlock on that one Christmas video, where he was just like, and then like that motherfucker melted and he was all peachy and stuff, and he was just like,
What's that?
My icy heart. It's melting.
It melted. Because I came on here and I decided to share and help others, and seeing beautiful positive comments, and to see just like, okay, I can alchemize what had me bound, what had me stuck, and use it as a tool to get energy flowing again. And once energy started flowing again, I was like, it's okay to love again. And the first person I was ready to love was me. And all of that came just from alchemizing. Alchemy is turning something into gold. So I turned the hurt, the stuck energy, the non-trusting. When you have a restricted heart chakra, it means you don't trust yourself. You don't trust others. You are afraid to love. It can also cause high blood pressure. It's hard to enjoy a sunny day when your heart chakra is restricted. When it's closed, everything sucks. So that was my first known dark night of the soul. I knew that something was happening, and I knew I needed to observe it and to not judge myself while going through it. It knocked me off my rocker. I was in a dark era for 4 years. Didn't cry, couldn't cry. And when I did, when I was finally able to release and cried, it was the ugliest fucking cry you could ever imagine. It was gloriously ugly, but it needed to come out because it had been trapped, constipated. So are you emotionally constipated? Have you found yourself trying to express yourself If you're not able to express yourself in any form or fashion, take note. Figure out how to alchemize. If your root chakra is blocked, if that's the emotional constipated, not knowing how to find money, get money, and it's been that way for a long time, try sharing or teaching people how to be resourceful. Because if you are struggling financially, then you know how to be resourceful. Open up that chakra by showing other people who may be feeling that restriction, that hey, you can still survive by trying to survive. If it's your sacral chakra that's feeling restricted and you're feeling creative fog, maybe assist somebody else with their creativity. Because that's how I opened my heart chakra. I went outward to fix me in, to get energy moving. And because I did that, because I was able to help other people, I refound value in myself. So that's why I'm saying help somebody else. So if your sacral chakra is blocked right now and you're feeling emotionally constipated, can't get creative ideas, maybe that will be a message telling you, hey, maybe help somebody else on their project. Because sometimes the blockage has nothing to do with anybody else. It has to do with you and your self-worth and what you think is worthy of creating or not. Your solar plexus, your self-worth ain't doing its thing. If it's blocked, if you're emotionally constipated, solar plexus wise, solar plexus is all about your self-esteem. Maybe that'll be a time to assist somebody else on their weight loss journey. Maybe even writing poems or letters or messages to yourself and assisting others. Writing letters and messages to themselves from their higher selves. Heart chakra, same thing I did. You got to give the love out. However, whatever that looks like for you, you still have to be loving. But sometimes it's easier to love other people than it is ourselves. But it's all about getting that energy flowing, getting it going. Throat chakra, give compliments. I'm feeling greasy, cause I'm shiny. I'm a sparkle like a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck, I'd rather be shiny. Be a voice for other people. Somebody that can't really speak for themselves. If it's animals, because animals are strictly telepathic. So if you have that gift where you're able to be like, hey, don't pet that like that. Or hey, they might be hungry, they might need to pee. Free your voice by using your voice for the voiceless is what I'm saying. With your third eye, I would say, find somebody to assist with their gifts. We all know children, right? I have a little cousin and she's highly gifted and we have an understanding. And so sometimes it's just like, maybe it could be as simple as talking to somebody about their dreams. Hey, what are you dreaming about right now? Or, depending on what the intuitive gifts are, because there are many. And with the crown chakra, connection to source, just surrender. Surrender is a stupid fucking word. I don't like it. By not trying to hear, that's when you hear the most. With all of it, just give it time. You know what you need. That's the message of today. Please like, share, subscribe. Zena Electra signing out, saying happy ascension all. Peace.